Hi everyone, I'm Justin and I'm going to take you through today's gym-based training routine. So this will include some free weights. I'm going to show you how to use some machines as well. If my machines look a little bit different, I'm going to try to make sure that you understand how that translates over to what you might also see in the gym. You will also need a bench for today's workout. What we're going to do is try to have things together. So you'll see exercises paired together, but that means you can kind of take up one space in a gym. It's not like you have to go over here and then go to the other section of the gym. So we're gonna try to make everything nice and convenient today. We will go through a warm-up, and then after the warm-up, the way the gym-based routines are structured are such that I just give you a demonstration of the exercises, so it's a little bit different than our chair or dumbbell-based routines that you might be doing in your home. You're gonna see how to do the exercises, and then you're gonna get a chance to do them on your own. We're gonna be doing 10 reps for everything, and it's gonna be up to you if you wanna do 1, 2, or 3 sets. I do encourage you to utilize rest periods as well. So we're gonna start out by going through a warm-up. The warm-up, you'll see some things that will be in your program, but do it with lighter weight. It's a good opportunity to focus on technique. The first one that we're gonna do in the warm-up is gonna be the sumo Romanian deadlift. You're gonna actually see that will be the first exercise that you'll do. So if you just have a little bit of space, what you're gonna do for that is take your feet wide, point your toes out. We're gonna hinge back just like this. So if you've done some of the other ones before, this is a little bit different than the sumo deadlift because we are not really bending our legs that much, but we're keeping our back straight at the top. You're gonna actively squeeze your butt. So that's the sumo Romanian deadlift. We'll do that for 10, keep lightweight. We'll do an overhead press. We're gonna do that for 10. And then we're just gonna do some arm hugs, and we'll do that for 10 as well, and we'll go through that 2 times. So let's just go ahead and get our lightweight, and we're gonna do the sumo Romanian deadlift for 10 reps. Here we go. And so after we go through the 2 rounds of this, we'll get ready for the workout, and you'll get some explainers for everything. If you're just getting used to all of these things, technique is really important, so focus on technique. While we are doing 10 repetitions for things, I say pick a weight where you could have done 15. So that means 5 repetitions in reserve. And let's get our weights for the overhead press. Do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can put the weights down. Arm hugs, just warming up our shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's go ahead, go back one more time around. So when you actually go through this workout with me, you're gonna see some exercises that are paired together. And that's just called a superset. So they're paired together, and then you get a chance to have a little bit of a rest in between. So you'll see something like a sumo Romanian deadlift, then we got what's called a dumbbell halo, and then you get to rest and then repeat. Let's go to the overhead press. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our final arm hug before we get into the workout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you're ever in a fitness facility, consider just 5 to 10 minutes light walk on a treadmill. Get your body temperature up, and then you can go ahead and do those in the future. So let's go ahead and get on into the workout. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do, again, 10 reps, your choice if you want to do 1, 2, or 3 sets, is our sumo Romanian deadlift. So now it's paired with an exercise, and I want you to use heavier weight than what you did in the warm-up. Again, technique is the most important thing first, so focus on that. So when you're thinking about this, squeeze, pretend like there's a towel in between your armpits. Squeeze that. That's going to help you engage your lats or your back muscles right here. And you're doing the same thing, you're hinging back, keep your back straight. You're gonna feel that in your hamstring, so that's gonna work the back of your legs as well as your inner thigh. My toes are pointed out like this, so more than what you would see probably on a squat. And additionally, when we're going back, we're keeping our back really straight and you're squeezing your butt at the top. Don't go back like this, okay? We wanna make sure we're not flexing like that. So we're doing 10 of these. And then with a much lighter weight, we're gonna work our shoulders with the halo. So for the halo, what you're gonna do is hold the weight right here like this, make 10 circles around your head, keep your elbows up high, and then 10 in the other direction. So after you did the sumo Romanian deadlift with the halo, rest 30 to 60 seconds and then come back and do that again for 1, 2, or 3 rounds. That's gonna be up to you. Okay, our next one is going to be the seated overhead press. You can kind of have a couple of different options on this. Let me move this over here. So you can do this with a backrest. So imagine that I had a bench with a backrest. It's probably gonna be common in your gym. And all we're doing is just pressing over our head, just like this, okay? That's gonna work your shoulders and triceps, up and down, all under control. Keep your elbows in, that's more joint friendly. If you don't have the backrest, you're probably gonna go a little bit lighter than if you did. If you have any shoulder issues, feel free to go lighter. And then what I would recommend that you do is you can consider doing 2 things. 1, incline your bench back just a little bit, or press out more at an angle like that. Now, this is going to be paired with a split lunge. I'm gonna show you 2 ways to do that. And this is gonna work your quadriceps as well as your glutes. So when you're doing this, the split lunge is just like this. So now this might be a little bit challenging on the knee. So if you want a more knee-friendly variation, all you're gonna do is take a slightly smaller step back and lean forward more. So you're still bending your leg, and you can hold weight for this too. So let me show you from this side. So you're still bending your leg, just not as much, and you're leaning forward more. So that's still gonna get your quads, but it's gonna get a little bit of your glutes as well. So 1, 2, or 3 rounds, your choice. Make sure you rest. Come back when you're ready for the next set of exercises. All right, so for the next one, I'm just gonna move this bench over so you can see a little bit better. This is gonna be the dumbbell fly and the dumbbell skull crusher, okay? This will probably be lighter weight compared to some of the other things you might have done. So for the fly, we're going to lean back on the bench, and I'm just gonna show you from right here, and we're just going down like this and squeezing our chest. So it's gonna work our chest muscles, okay? When you're going down, I don't want you to go like all the way down to like this. That's too far down. We're gonna be about right here. Your arms are not totally locked out. They're slightly bent. Come up and squeeze just like you're giving a hug, up and together, okay? So that's the fly, that's working our chest. The skull crusher, you might use similar weight. We're going to be up here. We're going down and then right up. That's gonna work your triceps, okay? Try to keep your forearm perpendicular with the floor and then get to 90 degrees and then come on up, okay? So remember, you're doing 10 of each of those. They're paired together, and then you can take your breaks in between. All right, so this last one is going to be done by itself. This is the lat pull down. Your bar might look very different than this setup. Usually some of these bars have a curved path to them, but it's all gonna be the same. This is going to work our back. So what you're going to do here, and a lot of times there is a leg thing that goes on your leg like this, and then basically just holds you down. So what you're gonna do is get into the machine, have your hands slightly wide, sit down, and all you're doing is just pulling straight down. And I'm gonna show you some things that I see in terms of errors. So we always want our elbows to point right down. When you get there, you're gonna feel your back muscles working. Sometimes people make the error of, instead of going like this, they go back like that, and that kind of changes the musculature that's being worked. So think if there's a laser on my elbow, it would be pointing towards the ground that whole time instead of behind me like that. And again, that one's going to be just by itself, working your back and your biceps. You could do 1, 2, or 3 sets, and then you're all set for the day.